5 long months. So Ashley was sort of right. It is very hard to do this, and I'm going to just keep pushing the fact that it is super hard and just laugh. Even if you go, it's all right, a little chuckle here and there is nice. You don't want to feed our egos, but, it's nice. So we've got a bunch of newbies this time, which is great. It's going to be fun. How was everybody 4th of July? Good? Yeah? It was fun? Eventful? Uneventful? Good? I had a good 4th of July. But then I got mad. And the reason I got mad is somebody said to me the other day, I think we should make all fireworks digital and noiseless. And I was like, well, I don't understand why. Well, dogs, children, veterans. Veterans was 3rd on the list. Dogs, children, and veterans have trouble. The veterans with the PTSD. Right? And my thought was, instead of the whole world going digital for 4th of July, how about those people, that 1%, whatever, wear maybe noise-canceling headphones, stay home with the volume down, right? And let the rest of us just sort of, my dad was in Vietnam. I've never seen him drop to the floor and yell incoming. So I think it's going to be okay. What do you think? Thank you. So I'll be running for mayor, and that's going to be one of my platforms. Okay? And I have a table outside. If you go outside, it's a little skewed. Move to the left, and you'll get stickers and buttons there. Okay? Anyway, so we're going to start off right now with probably one of my favorite ladies. She's been in a few classes with me. She's just a very tender-hearted, wonderful woman. Please welcome to the stage, Mary. Sorry, I had to make sure to get Trish germs off my microphone. Trying to get out of the light a little bit. Hi, I'm Mary. And I went through 12 years of Catholic school. And I distinctly remember hearing that if you masturbate, you'll go blind. So, as you can see, and I can't, I have an issue with my eyes. So 4 years ago, I had my second bone marrow transplant for blood cancers. And my donor was a 38-year-old man from Germany. And because he was unrelated, I got something called graft versus host disease. And that is when the donor cells attack my immune system, recruit my immune system to attack my body. So I have GVHT in my eyes, my skin, my mouth, my liver, and my lungs. That's why I'm breathing a little heavy. It isn't because of all the attractive men in the audience. So when my 100 days were up after my transplant, my doctor told me, hey Mary, you now have male chromosomes. I was like, wow man, I'm a dude. But he also told me that my blood type had changed. So my original blood type was B positive, and then my sister's blood type, A positive, and then the donor dude, O positive. So if I want to do one of these ancestry tests, I won't be a member of my family tree because I'm his DNA twin.
And it's kind of weird. So now I'm a GMO. I'm genetically modified. I like to refer to myself as transblendered. So having 3 types of blood in my lifetime has been kind of interesting because I can get into a knife fight because, that's how I roll, and leave behind blood evidence and never be found. They'll be looking for a man with O positive blood. Isn't that spectacular? So my doctor always has a lot of questions for me, my transplant oncologist. So he was checking out my arms and he said, "Oh, Mary, you have elderly skin." I'm like, "Hey, doc, I am not elderly." No, Mary, it's from your medication." I said, "Well, how about you call it something more festive? Why don't we call it party streamer skin?" And then I said to him, "Well, that's all well and good, but what about this moon face from the steroids? And the moon midsection? And the moon neck that looks like a backward travel pillow? What am I supposed to do about that?" He goes, "Well, don't you just want to pop them?" Why, yes, I do. I do want to pop them. I want to pop them all like party balloons. My body's a fiesta. Olay. So, same doc says, "So Mary, how are your eyes feeling?" My eyes hurt all the time and my vision sucks. He says, "Well, have you seen your eye specialist?" I'm like, "I've kind of seen her." So he's like, "Well, how are your mouth and vagina?" I said, "The vag is fine, but my mouth is still a little sore." He says, "Well, that makes sense because you use one way more than the other." I'm like, "Yeah, unless it was a horror and nympho, doc." So, a couple months ago, I had to go for my yearly gyno appointment. The most dreaded appointment for every single female. The boob squish and the plumbing check. Oh, it's just terrible. And I always find myself folding my clothes, my underwear and my bra, and putting it in the folds of my clothes. I don't know why I do this, because I always wear my very best underwear to the doctor. But I do this. And my doctor, he really likes to chit-chat while he's checking the pipes. So he's like, "Well, Mary," all my doctors have the same voice. "Well, Mary, I see you don't have a uterus." I said, "Oh my God, yes, I do." He goes, "Oh, Mary, that was a joke." And he taps my leg with the back of his unlubed left hand like it's the friggin' funniest thing he's ever said in his entire life. I'm like, this is not funny at all. But I chuckle because what else am I going to do when he is knuckle deep in my punana? So you know how most kids can't sleep on Christmas Eve. They stay up late. My son was about, I'd say, 5 years old, and he didn't go to sleep until 2 in the morning on a Christmas Eve. I was really kind of mad. I was tired. But then the next Christmas Eve, he was playing, and then he comes upstairs, "Mom, my allergies are acting up. I need Benadryl." I was like, "Benadryl? Eureka! Benadryl!" So I give him Benadryl, and he goes to bed great, wakes up Christmas morning, all happy and having a great Christmas. And my sister says to me, "Mary, you shouldn't be giving your son Benadryl on Christmas Eve." I'm like, She goes, I think that's terrible. I go, well, I think it's kind. I mean, it's not like he didn't have allergies for many, many Christmas Eves. Well, now my son is 31, and he's always been a good kid, but I've been like that cool mom who has a little bit of asshole tendencies. So, when he was, I guess 5, he had, or preschool, he had the chicken pox, and he had it pretty bad, and he would only eat ring dings. So that's what I gave him, ring dings for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So that was pretty cool. But then I became an asshole, and I put him on black flannel sheets. So all of his pox got black flannel stuck in them. He didn't care, but I felt bad, because it looked like he had mold in his pox. Well, then when he was 18 years old, he needed to have his wisdom teeth removed. So I bring him to the dentist, and the dentist gives him gas, and on the way home, he's all out of it, like, ah. And we stop at CVS to pick up his medication. He waits in the car. I go in, I come back out with the meds, and I see a patch of grass covered with blackbirds, just covered. There were a ton of them. And it was in the parking lot, kind of near our car. So I get into the car, and Bill says to me, hey, Mom, that's a lot of birds. And I go, what birds, Bill? So Bill and I like to share funny sayings back and forth with each other. He kind of forgets about cool mom asshole tendencies. And he texted me one day from downstairs, and he says, Mom, what can I eat? So I text back, eat a bag of dicks. Thank you. You guys have been great.